Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at some more PvP battles going up against Edgar Martinez, and he is, in fact, learning for sure. So we're going to start off with the Great League. Going to do the commentary over the whole thing here, and we're going to look at some Melmetal in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at this. Let's start that commentary. So he has that Caesar out there. Bring out my Snorlax because I knew I would be safe from those moves. Not going to take super effective damage, just neutral, and I'll be able to smash out those heavy slams. I should have went for that Earthquake at first. I was kind of just feeling him up, trying to make him waste his shield, but he took it, and that was an opportunity. But anyways, moving on to the Alolan Marowak here, using the Bone Club. Now, this thing was a bit troublesome. I do have a Lick, so it is going to be super effective. That Body Slam would have not done that much damage, but it was probably within his best interest to block it if he was trying to survive there. But nonetheless, my Lick is really putting in some work. And I did block that one attack, so I was able to get off one last Body Slam, as you've seen there, with just a sliver of health. So we do have the Blastoise doing super effective damage. All right, what do we have next? The Kingdra, a bit troublesome here. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Ice Beam. He does have one shield. I was wondering when he was going to actually use that. So let's go ahead and see when that actually happens. He probably could have protected himself and almost won this match if you would have used that earlier. So there it went. That happens to me too. You're stuck in a situation where you're thinking, should you use it, and it's just too late, and then you might as well just not use your shield, just let it go, because you're just going to get taken out by the quick moves anyway. So you have to watch out for that. Don't get too confident with that quick move, right? So into the next match, we're going to go ahead and bring out the OG Kingdra and see what we have, and he's sticking with the Alolan Marowak. Very troublesome for the team that I'm using currently. So I'm just going to go ahead and smash out those Thunder Punches, because Ice Punch isn't going to do that much damage, considering it is Fire type, not very effective. So I will be blocking that, because Shadow Ball from the Alolan Marowak does hurt quite a bit. That is a strong move, and it is kind of neck and neck here. So let's go ahead and see if he blocks this. And I'm just thinking, go all in right at this point. Like, this is not a great matchup, but it's staying neutral damage, so I might as well just keep going for it. The Pokemon on my team are somewhat protected by themselves, the last two, so I don't really need Hitmonchan. So we're just going to go ahead and put in work here. So in comes Caesar versus Caesar now. That is a classic for me. We have the Kingdra, which is going to be weak to Dragon and also Fairy, and then Caesar is going to be resisting Dragon and both Fairy to protect it. It's just a nice combination there. So then he's bringing out his Kingdra. We're going to go ahead and go with X-Scissor, and the Caesar says good night with his taunt there, and we're going to continue on. Down goes Caesar itself. So much for the taunt. Am I going to win this? And he hits me with the Outrage. Very nice. We're still in the Great League here. Like I said, we're going to be looking at that Melmetal in just a second right after this battle. So we're going in with the Crobat. He's starting off with the Meganium, and it's looking pretty good for me already. So when you do have these kind of leads, you're thinking to yourself, I can have this in the bag, but don't let it get to your head, because you can still lose. Now, I didn't use any of my charges because that quick move that I have on my Crobat was putting in massive damage, and I might as well just have accumulated those charge moves to save him for when he switched or whatever else situation, basically the switch, right? So I do go ahead and take out that Caesar with the double Shadow Ball there, and then in comes the Alolan Marowak. I'm just going to be doing neutral damage here. I do decide to shield up because I wanted to get off that last Shadow Ball, and I got it. So he probably will be blocking, yeah, but that's okay. I wore down his shield. He has no more. In comes my awesome Toxicroak. And what happened there is the Meganium insta-fainted. And I go ahead and go for that Mud Bomb to do super effective damage. All right, and that's game. So I did take the win for that, but things are going to take a hard left turn. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, because this Melmetal really threw me for a loop. So it's going, all right, Charge Beam. I'm like, oh, I'm in a pretty good situation. Yeah, it has a quick Thunder move, and then Rock Slide. Oh, geez. Oh, my gosh. So we're going to go ahead and hit it with the Water Pulse to see, and that did pretty good amount of damage. But the Melmetal, he was holding those charges, and now I'm stuck in a lock against something that's super effective to me. I could have done pretty good amount of damage with that Play Rough, but he does have his shield, and any of those Surfs will destroy me, and they charge fairly quick. I can't block this. I shouldn't have blocked the first one, and yeah, that's a bad situation. So that Politoed does have Surf and Blizzard, and he's charging that Blizzard. I already knew, so I was like, I have to block this. There's no way. This is a hard loss if I do. So we're going to go ahead and hit him with that Sludge Bomb. And then I kind of have figured I lost this match because of the Melmetal. That Thunder Shock and those rock slides, I mean, are absurd quick. Like, what? Another one? Okay. And another one. It just keeps on coming. So I think I'm going to have to make myself a Melmetal for the Great League. This is the Ultra League that we're currently in. So I do take the loss. Gee whiz. I wasn't prepared for that big metal beast. Into the next one. What do we have? Not a good lead. Here we go. So Swampert against Donphan. I'm going to go ahead and switch. And I remember what I told you about that switching. You shouldn't do it unless you must. I didn't want to be stuck with that first Pokemon in there with the Swampert. So we're in a decent situation here. The Rock Slide isn't going to be doing that much damage. And that Thunder Shock is not that strong. Even super effective towards Blastoise. So we're just going to go ahead and keep getting those Hydro Cannons out. I need to get rid of that Melmetal. And it's going to get off another Rock Slide. It's absurdly fast. Look at that. And down it goes finally. Thank goodness. It melts away. Woo! That's a problem out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and do Hydro Cannon to just do neutral damage. Yep. So we're just going to keep going here. Down goes the Blastoise. And this is not looking too hot for me. So I do have 0 shields here, and I switch out because I just wanted to preserve my Venusaur, see if I could. But that Blast Burn did extreme damage to my Donphan, and I was a little surprised. I was like, yeah, that hurt quite a bit. So this is a loss here. No more shields. Blast Burn. There you go. Oh, yeah, he's kicking my butt today. So on to the next match. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and lead with the Scizor against the Gyarados. So my quick move, it's not going to be doing super effective damage. So I'm just going to go ahead and also go for Night Slash because X-Scissor, not very effective against Gyarados. It is flying type. I will get Stab. I think at the end of the day, if you use X-Scissor compared to Night Slash up against a Gyarados, it's almost going to do the same amount of damage because of Stab. So go ahead and go for that last one there. And I'm not going to shield. We'll just take that Crunch and move on to our next Pokemon. So my Rhyperior, I keep doing this big error because it's set up for Heatran. It has ground moves. I need to make them rock moves because that is what I am more efficient with in it. Anyways, so we have the Sceptile here. Fantastic for the Ultra League. Just great. Actually, sorry, this is the Master League. So I do have Aerial Ace and Leaf Blade. Aerial Ace is great if you're going up against another grass type. Not very effective with your regular grass moves, and you're going to be doing a lot of damage. Also good up against bugs and fighting types as well. So we're going to go ahead and hit that Donphan with the Razor Leaf, and down goes the Sceptile. In comes the Rhyperior. So I was real nervous here. You're going to see a double KO. First time for me. Watch this. Here we go, and down they both go. Look at that. That's something else, right? So here we go. Back into the next match. My Togekiss does have hidden power. What is it? I don't know. Should I say it? It's rock. Okay, there you go. I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know that. So it was doing quite a bit of damage to that Arcanine. I swear it would have had Wild Charge, so I shielded up. Otherwise, I would have just took the hit. Anyways, it's still putting in a lot of damage here. I felt pretty comfortable. So we're just going to go ahead and go with the Aerial Ace because it's going to do neutral damage to that Steel and Bug type there. And Charizard. There we go. I didn't bring that out from the get-go because the double switch, I would have been stuck. But like I said, I was pretty comfortable. Looked like I was winning, so I was able to be in the position to switch, go back in there with the Charizard. And now we have the Blast Burn ready for that Venusaur. No more shields. Game over for that one. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. And if you are not enjoying this PvP content, I'm sorry. I will be bringing you more. But check this out. So we go into the battle. 3, 2, 1. Such a perfect setup. So he did back out because the screen was white, and that's just anybody's reaction to back out because it's just a glitchy match. So I said go into it the same Pokemon. He sent me a message like he's gonna use something. I was confused, so I switched the order of my Pokemon and pretty much messed myself up for this round for sure. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Sludge Bomb. I don't know why I did that. I could have probably taken it out if I would have went for the Frenzy Plant, and this could have changed the outcome, but you live and you learn. All right, and in comes the Jolteon, and at this point, I figured to myself, oh, well, there goes the game. I could try to do as much as I can, but two of my Pokemon are flying types, and Jolteon is no joke. With Thunder Shock and Discharge, or Thunderbolt even, it is a massive hitting move. So the best thing I can do is just try to wear him down as much as I can. But at this point, in comes the Charizard. Yeah, I'm going to have to shield. If I don't, that's just a waste. might as well go for as much damage. And he's already got another one up, and Charizard is down. And yeah, like I said, he's kicking my butt today. Good one, Edgar. You got me, buddy. So he's going in here, and this is funny. I swear I had this Breloom set up, but I guess it's another one. Thought I had Seed Bomb on it, and also Bullet Seed, but I guess I just have Counter Dynamic Punch. But hey, that works because those water moves are not doing that much damage, and that Counter and Dynamic Punch is just still hitting like a truck. Look at that. Gee, Breloom has got massive attack, that little thing, but it really can't take a hit, and that Aerial Ace from the Sceptile would have just one-shotted it. Easy money. So we're going in here. He is hitting me with the Hydro Cannon. Did you see that Togekiss, how it just tanked it? That thing is just a beast. Togekiss, fairly good for taking hits for sure. Unless you're taking super effective damage, then you're going to be dealing with another situation. So he does have this Charizard hitting me with the Blast Burn, and down he goes with that Quick Move Rock. It helped me quite a bit. So there you go. Into the next one here. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these. If I'm talking a little too fast, I'm sorry. I just want to keep up with the video. And if I slowed them down anymore, the video will be too long, but I wanted to cram as many as I can in here for you to enjoy. So starting it off, he has the Sceptile, I have the Donphan. No, not good. Yes, his health is lower than mine, but watch. He can pull it up. I'm going to have to use another shield. I've used one already. He's used 0. So he is in a very good situation. So I'm in with my Crobat, very comfortable with this. And then I see the Melmetal. I'm like, great. Nah, Metagross. And then he switches to his Typhlosion. Such a beautiful switch-in with that Shadow Claw and the Community Day Blast Burn. So it's a win-win for him, and a loss, and an extra loss for me. So I'm just going to do as much as I can with Meter Mash, but he's blocking them. He's using his shields up. He knows he has this in the bag, and that is the strategy you want to go with. When you know you basically have the game, yeah, use your shields with the Pokemon that's putting in work out there, and you will be perfectly fine. So there you go, trainers. In comes the Melmetal, and this video is coming to an end. And yes, Melmetal is one crazy beast in PvP. And with that said, trainers, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.